Hey guys, it's Matthew David Hurtado, best-selling author of Allow, Mastering the Law of Least Effort to Receive Your Desires. You can get a free copy of that book below. There's a link in the description page. Anyway, let's talk about the Wim Hof Breathing Method, and let's ask why I'm wearing all this. Well, anyway, you can see I'm on a terrain. I'm out here at our farmhouse, and what I do is I do a couple workouts every day and training pretty hard these days because I'm excited about it and I love it. But I'm gonna go do 20 sprints. That's what I do with a 20-pound weighted vest on. And I just discovered the Wim Hof breathing technique. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna demonstrate one round of the breath only, and I'm going to do 80-yard sprint up that hill with the vest on. And usually by the time I hit the hill behind me, that's usually when I start to like tucker out. That's maybe 60 yards up, and I start to get a little tired. What I'm going to do is see if there's any difference after I super saturate my body with oxygen. And here we go. I'm going to do the 30 breaths, and then I'm going to do, as I do the breath hold, I'm going to hit the run, and we're going to see how this goes. So follow along. Now you guys might want to stick to the push-ups afterward, because as I held my breath on that sprint, well, when I got to the top of the hill, I could feel like I was going to pass out. So here's the thing, there's probably a better way to do that other than hold the breath the whole sprint. Maybe it's for the more anaerobic and not the aerobic type activity. But anyway, doing the Wim Hof breathing method I found to be incredible for how I feel. I've been doing several rounds here in between my running session, and I feel really light. I feel clear. My mind is clear. I really like this. I just feel calm, collected, clear, and confident. Now, the one thing is, you know, let's talk about the other breathing method that I love. It's called box breathing, and I learned that by watching Mark Devine's content with his SEAL Fit training program, and I really think that that is also one of the best breathing techniques ever discovered. And that's a simple box of 5 seconds in, 5 seconds hold at the top, 5 seconds out, 5 seconds hold to the bottom. Just do it through the nose, you know, in 5 seconds, hold 5 seconds, out 5 seconds, and then hold 5 seconds, and just repeat that for like 3 to 15 minutes. And what I've noticed is okay, the box breathing, what it does for me is it puts me into, it feels like a really lower brain state, real calm, real you know, able to handle stress and anxiety like there's no tomorrow. And from what I've heard online, the Wim Hof method does the same thing. But what I've noticed with the Wim Hof method is I actually feel more inspired. I feel more uplifted. My spirit feels lifted up higher. It feels like my spirit man got stronger. So maybe there's something to that. But anyway, I love both techniques, and that technique, the Wim Hof breathing, is really cool. Hey, it's Matthew David Hurtado, and as you know, I've discussed before, I'm a big fan of box breathing. That was coined by former commander of the Navy SEALs, Mark Devine, and he teaches it in his SEAL Fit training online courses or programs. You can watch it on YouTube for free if you want and learn box breathing. Now that's incredible, and I use that all the time to manage stress and to manage anxiety when I get overwhelmed or when something happens that sets me off guard, or just setting the tone before I do my manifestations and before I create with my, you know, intuitive understanding. I get into that midbrain by lowering my brain waves and using box breathing. And real simple, that's, you know, in 5 seconds, hold 5 seconds, at the top, exhale 5 seconds, and then hold 5 seconds at the bottom. Done all through the nose, real simple, as and repeating that for, 3 to 15 minutes, and it really sets you into a nice, relaxed state of mind. It's amazing. But today I'm going to talk about the Wim Hof Breathing Method, something I just learned, and I'm going to use it for training. This is a weighted vest. It's a 20-pound vest, and what I do is one of my workouts that I do each day is I do sprints every single day. Now I do weighted sprints, and I'll show you the terrain. This is our farmland out here, and I just run. It's about 80 yards up to the top there, and I do that 20 times each day. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the Wim Hof breathing technique, and then I'm going to do my run. So I'll just demonstrate the method quickest in terms of how I know it, and I think it's incredible. I've used it, and one thing I think that's overlooked is I've heard him say that it gets you, like sort of like a DMT effect, which is kind of like trippy a little bit. Well, if you do enough rounds, I'm sure you could get into that midbrain, and I'm all about getting into the midbrain to create. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to alter my technique a bit, and I'm going to do the method, and then as I'm holding my breath, after I've done the 30 breaths, I'm going to visualize through my third eye what I want to create as I'm holding my breath, and I'm going to use that as the the manifestation process for today. So here we go. So that was one round. I'll probably do about 9 more rounds, make it a total of 10 rounds. And I don't know, I might have held my breath like a minute there. It was really easy. And what's really cool about that is according to Wim Hof, you raise your pH and you super saturate your body with oxygen. You're supposed to also do like push-ups as you're holding your breath to increase that amount of oxygen that gets into your cells. But you can feel it around breath 20. I got really lightheaded, and it's really cool. It's euphoric. It's a great breathing method, and the results will be tallied up as I keep training, and I'll keep you posted on how this works. But right now, I think it's incredible with the box breathing and the Wim Hof method. And the other breath method I think is incredible is something I learned from Charles Linden, and he teaches it for his anxiety and panic clients. It's how to stop a panic attack, and it's basically hold your breath and then breathe out real slow, like a count of 7. And then hold it. In for 4, and then hold, and then out for 7. So you're exhaling on, on the exhale, you're lengthening the process. That seems to really slow you down. So box breathing, that 5-5-5 in a box shape, super good for anxiety, peace of mind, focus, clarity. Wim Hof method, incredible. I love it. I just started using it. But breath work is so powerful. Breath is life. So learn how to master your breath, and it helps you master your mind. And that's where the majority of your power is going to come from your ability to control the mind. You're not the mind, but if the mind gets out of control, then you lose control. But if you can keep that mind in check, how you do it is you do it through your breath. Then you can shift and navigate yourself from one dimension to another, and keep yourself manifesting what you like. Thanks, God bless, and love you.